Yo, what's good, YouTube? Today's video is going to be the 3 hacks you need to know to get shredded this summer. You don't want to let another summer go by when you're not in the shape that you want to be in. And again, still in the process of moving, so ignore all the shit in the background. I know it looks kind of fucking messy, but ignore that. But yeah, let's get into the video. There's 0% you don't get blue. There is a 0% chance if you take and apply the things I tell you in this video that you're not going to get leaner by summer. So take the things I tell you in this video, apply them, and you will actually be able to see your six pack this summer. I promise you that. All right. First step, calorie deficit. Everyone should know this by now. It should be pretty much common sense that if you want to lose fat, you got to be in a calorie deficit. Literally the only way to lose fat. Calorie deficit plus a little bit of cardio. Or you don't even need to do cardio. You just have to make sure you're burning more calories per day than you are consuming. Calories in, calories out. Laws of thermodynamics. You literally cannot break that. You have to, that is how you lose fat. I don't care what anyone says. All right, so how to start with this. You want to start with a like 300 to 400 calorie deficit. You don't want to just cut your calories in half and then you're just crash dieting the whole time and you're just miserable and you feel like shit. And then when people ask you if you want to go to the pool or go to the beach or something, you feel like shit, so you don't even want to go. You don't even want to show off your abs. So start small and slowly work your way up and slowly decrease the calories over time or increase the cardio. So switch to low calorie, sugar-free options or fat-free options compared to what you're doing right now. So if you have like a sweet tooth or something, I like sugar-free maple syrup. That is fire. So I do that. I put that on a lot of shit, actually, not gonna lie. So I use that to curve my sweet tooth. Even when I'm bulking, I still use that stuff because I don't want to eat like just pure sugar, honestly. I mean, you can make the argument, oh, aspartame gives you cancer. I'm not worried about it, man. I'm not worried about it. So yeah, switch to those options. It's just going to make it much easier for you to stick to a calorie deficit. Because at the end of the day, it has to be a sustainable process for you. Otherwise, you're just going to fall off and stay in the shape you're in right now and not be as confident in your body as you could be. So focus on protein as well. You want to make sure you're getting at least 1 gram to 1.2 grams per pound of body weight. This is just going to help you feel satiated throughout the day so you're not hungry. And also eating a lot of protein is how you're going to maintain your muscle mass as well when you're training at the same time. So protein, by far the most important macronutrient for cutting. So I'd say even in general for fitness. So what I also recommend, 20 to 30 minutes fasted cardio morning walks. This is what I do literally every day, even when I'm bulking, cutting, no matter what. I do fasted cardio every single day. Yes, that does mean wake up a little bit early. So yeah, you probably do have to go to bed a little bit early. Maybe you can only watch one Netflix show instead of, one Netflix episode instead of 2 Netflix episodes. There's going to be a sacrifice you're going to have to take, even though it's very minute. That's something you're going to have to do. Again, you don't necessarily have to do it fasted. I just like doing fasted cardio just because I like getting it out of the way first thing and then coming home and eating right away. So that's just how I like to do it, and that's how I recommend you do it as well. That's what I found is the most sustainable for me and like my clients that I work with. So that's why I'm recommending it to you. But you can do the walks pretty much any time throughout the day. You can even do them at night. I used to do them at night actually, and it was pretty peaceful. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty peaceful. Not a lot of people out. Helps with digestion and everything. So make sure you throw in some walks here and there. And then yes, track your calories and macros. I've said it a million times and I'm probably going to keep saying it. You want to track your calories and macros to make sure you're sticking to a calorie deficit so you don't have to second guess whether or not you're eating in the right direction or eating in accordance to your goals. So track your shit. It's not that hard. Get a food scale, download MyFitnessPal, and just build that habit. It's way easier than it sounds. All right. Number 2, focus on compound lifts. Find one compound lift per muscle group and stick with it for the remainder or for the entirety of the cut. So for chest, for example, you could do like incline Smith machine bench. That's what I do. For back, you could do like lat pull downs or pull ups. For legs, squats, leg press, something like that. That's what I like to do. And just stick to those movements because over time, you're going to build up that mind muscle connection for each movement. And that's going to yield you the highest results because at the end of the day, it really just comes down to mind muscle connection and mechanical tension that you're placing on the muscles every single workout. So yeah, you'll get the highest return for your workouts And if you do this properly, you're going to be spending less time in the gym and your workouts are going to be more effective. So this is an approach I use for myself as well as my clients, because obviously not everyone has time to spend ridiculous amounts of time in the gym. So focusing on these compound lifts where you're going to get the highest return for your time and for your workouts is going to be the most beneficial for you to, one, make the process sustainable, and also make it much more efficient and enjoyable. So still throw in isolations, but focus on compound lifts. Always start with your compound lifts, because that is when you're freshest. Obviously, when you first start your workout is when you're freshest. You can do some isolations before, just to like get a pre-exhaustion going. You don't have to do that. It's kind of up to you, really. If you cannot build mind muscle connection on the compound lifts, then maybe doing a set or like 2 or 3 sets of isolation is not a bad idea. But just make sure before every time you go into your compound lifts that you have the consistent warm-up routine. So if you feel like you need to do like chest flies or something before you go into like pressing movements for chest, make sure you do that every single time. Just so you can accurately track every single workout and accurately track whether or not your strength is going up. So just be consistent with that. Yeah, and start with compound lifts always after your warm up. The only exception is if you need to pre-exhaust to build that additional mind muscle connection. And again, make your warm ups as consistent as possible so you can track your strength as consistent as possible. All right, number 3, start now. This is the perfect time. I think about 3 months, roughly 190 to 100 days. Summer is going to be here, so now is the perfect time to start. Stop waiting. March is always the perfect time. Because this is the exact amount of time you will need to get shredded. I know everyone starts in different places, but if you can commit now, then you will likely have a body you've never had before. So let's say you're 40 pounds overweight. Okay, that's pretty reasonable. A lot of people are kind of at that position right now. Losing 10 pounds a month, I mean, that's definitely difficult. It's definitely possible, but it's really difficult. But it might take you a little bit longer. It might take you more than 3 months to get shredded. Like maybe you'll be shredded by like July and August. And then obviously those months are still like, it's still like peak summer in those months. So you can still go out and, show off your 6-pack at the beach or at the pool or something. So, but still, now is the perfect time to start no matter where you're at. Even if you're like 12 to 15% body fat, like still kind of lean, now is the perfect time to start, because in fact, it's actually going to be easy. Obviously, it's going to be easier if you're already somewhat lean, because you don't have to cut super hard. You can make it a very slow and steady process if you're already pretty lean. So now is the perfect time to start. And how to execute that? Set daily goals and then focus on those inputs, and then the results will fall into place. Set up your calorie deficit. Set up your routine so you're doing a little bit of cardio every single day. Set up your training program so you're focusing on compound lifts. And just track those daily wins. Every time you smash a workout or get your cardio session done or stick to your diet for a day, appreciate that small win. Just know that that's going to get you 1% better every single day. Cut out distractions and vices. So say you're on track with everything for a week straight, but then on like a weekend or something, you go out and drink and eat a bunch of dog shit food. You're going to throw off a lot of your results. Maybe you're not going to cancel out all the work you did, but probably maybe like a lot of it, more than you would like to. So if you cut out distractions and vices and just focus, put your head down and focus just for this time, just so you can prove to yourself that you can actually get into the shape you want to get into, I promise it'll set you up for the rest of your life. Commit now and everything else will fall into place. Don't let another summer go by where you aren't satisfied with your physique. I've seen it so many times. Guys will, they'll start working towards their fitness goals around this time of year. And then what'll happen is that they're not seeing results because they're not doing something right, or they see results super fast because they're crash dieting or doing something that's unsustainable, and then they just fall back into square one. And at the end of the day, they just don't accomplish the goal. They just don't accomplish the goals that they want to accomplish. So apply these things that I mentioned in this video, and if you need additional guidance or like professional guidance from myself, and if you don't know where to start, or like maybe you've plateaued or you just need additional accountability, then you can set up a call with me down below and I can see if you're a good fit for the team. Because we are taking on a couple new clients this time of year. We try to, increase the bandwidth a little bit. So if anyone wants to, then hit me up in the down in the description below. There's a calendar, or you can just send me a DM on Instagram. I literally reply to everyone. So like, for example, if you're like plateaued and you just need like a little bit of advice, obviously just send me a DM and send me a question in the DMs. I literally get back to everyone. So I know some of you guys who have found me through YouTube and then messaged me on Instagram. I still to this day just give free advice and answer questions for free. So do not hesitate to ask for help if you guys need it. I would be happy to assist if I can. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Apply the things I talked about in this video, and you can get shredded by summer. If not completely, if not by June, definitely by July and August. Just apply yourself, cut out distractions, focus, and just focus on the inputs and change your daily habits, and things will fall into place. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.